Welcome to another Terraria video. Today, I want to discuss what we might see in the very near future when it comes to the Calamity mod and Terraria Journey's End. As many of you know, the alpha version of Tmodloader 1.4 has recently released. If you haven't seen that already, I'll leave a card in the top right. Be sure to check that out. Download it for yourself. But anyways, speaking of Calamity mod, I just wanted to talk about how it's going to be integrated into Journey mode and all the aspects of Terraria 1.4. The first thing I want to go over is Journey mode. How will Calamity work with Journey mode? Honestly, I don't see much change. I feel like it's just going to be a creative version of the Calamity mod as it is in normal Terraria 1.4. One thing that is going to be interesting probably is going to be the research aspect. The developers are going to have to mess around with that a lot, but I feel like Journey mode will be a very fun experience for first time Calamity players. It'll make it very easy to defeat the bosses. I feel like progression might be much faster, much less strenuous, much less time consuming, and overall I think it might just be a very fun, laid back way to experience the Calamity mod, which might bring more people into the mod. Another thing that we might want to look at is how the new weapons and bosses are going to change progression. Specifically something like the Zenith. How is the Zenith going to impact other boss fights in the Calamity mod? As many of you know, I am whatsoever not a developer of the mod, but I feel like if I had to speculate how the Zenith itself is going to skew different parts of Terraria, I feel like the developers might just need to rearrange some of the health caps or just the damage of some weapons to perfect the balance of the whole mod in the game, post Moonlord that is. Another interesting thing is we might get new crafting recipes. So just imagine if there was like a new sword that we can craft that will require the Zenith in its crafting recipe. I'm very interested to see what they come up with. We'll keep that one in mind. Another thing I'd like to go over is the workshop maps and texture packs. I feel like there are going to be a lot of contrasting playthroughs of the game if we start adding in brand new texture packs. And I also think there are going to be texture pack developers that are going to make different packs just for the Calamity mod itself. So that's going to be very interesting to see, as there are already for normal Terraria 1.4. We can also expect to see new pylons for the various NPCs that the Calamity mod comes with. Along with this, we're going to figure out what each NPC is going to like, which NPCs match with each other, and all that type of fun. One thing completely left field that I probably know won't be added with the Calamity mod, but it's very fun to speculate. RGB lighting for keyboards might be a thing with mods. Hear me out. In the Journey's End update, the developers of Terraria actually added like RGB support for various Razer keyboards, Logitech, Corsair, and so on. So I feel like maybe the Calamity mod might have its own lighting for the keyboards, and that'd be very interesting to see. Let's just hope for the best. I really don't think they're going to do this, but it would be very neat if they did. And lastly, I'd like to cover all the new things they might introduce into the mod. As with a new Terraria update, I feel like that might be prime time for the developers to update their mod. Now, once again, no pressure on the developers. I really don't expect them to do this. It's just a very fun thought. But yeah, overall, I feel like they might add some new items. Not a lot. I'm just saying some. For example, now that we can sit on furniture, they might add Calamity furniture. I also think that they might add some new mobs for various different events actually, such as how now you can go fishing during a blood moon and that summons in new enemies. I feel like there might be a Calamity mod variant to that. Also more enemies for new events. Of course, there's probably also going to be a new death mode and revengeance mode buff for the various new bosses of Terraria, such as the Empress of Light and the Queen Slime. But yeah, I expect to see some new items. That's probably what I have in mind, but once again, this is all speculation. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts, so be sure to leave that in the comments down below. Check out some of my modded videos over here. If you enjoy Terraria content, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.